Hello and welcome to What's Next. We are a show dedicated to the raising of new conscious awareness and self-discovery. We follow the winds of changing inspiration with Mr. Jay Wilder, where we ask him each and every week, Jay, what's next?
What's next?
What's next?
Thank you, Marta. Today we have the 𝚃𝚑𝚎 organization with us, and we're going to talk about Ascended Masters, and we're going to talk about 𝚃𝚑𝚎,
Wow.
and all kinds of other things.
Amazing. And the, well, we'll get into that, but so Star Doves is what exactly it, I mean, I've visited your website and it's amazing the amount of information on there and just the type of information. Can you tell us a little bit about what Star Doves is?
Well, I'd be very happy to. Star Doves is an organization on Earth which is considered to be a mission. It's not a business and it's not a NGO, it's a mission. It's an interplanetary mission. And it consists of two beings, Raja, myself, and Moira. Notice the Ra in the names.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is because we embody an energy that came from the time of during Egypt. That's why we continue to use the word Ra in our names. The Star Dove started when we were in Palenque, in the forests of the Yucatan, Chiapas, and Oaxaca. And while we were there, we were visited by extraterrestrial beings that revealed to us who we were in another lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
As we were actually looking at the pyramid walls, there was a being called Ra that came out from the colors on the tomb of Monte Alban, tomb number 7 in Oaxaca in 1980.
Was this a physical experience or did you do it etherically? Or do you
This was a physical experience. I was looking right at the tomb wall. I had gone down there on a vision quest, and I was tired of the American way of life with the Exxon and the McDonald's on every corner, and I needed to find meaning in my own life. And when
Beautiful.
I did, that's what I found. And I found this Egyptian being jumping out at me
Wow.
in the tomb wall, and it was speaking just to me. There was nobody else around at that time, and it was saying, Ra, Ra, I am Ra. Later, I found a book that had the same type of channeling that was done for another group of people, saying the same thing, Ra, I am Ra. I did look through that and study that later and found that to be quite fascinating too. This wasn't so sophisticated for me. It was a personal experience where this being was telling me, I was looking at it and I was saying, now what has the Egyptians got to do with Mayans? This is an Egyptian figure.
Yeah.
Nobody came in this tomb and painted it on here. This is exactly the same. We're not taught that in the history books. Not nowadays we are. Back in 1980 we weren't. And so this being said, Ra, I am Ra. I said, well, who is Ra? And they said, you are Ra. I said, oh, I am Ra. So they were teaching me that I also am a Ra being, and that I was on Earth to perform a mission, and that my soul was from the other planets. And so in time they gave us the name Star Doves. A few years later, or actually I think within that same year, I met a shamanist down there in Mexico who told me that I was going to go back up to America and meet the lady of my dreams. And I said, no, I don't think so. I've already had several ladies of my dreams and been through the marriages and the houses and all the fancy things, and I didn't really want that either. I was looking for meaning to life. And they said, oh, no. This woman is going to be your soulmate, your twin flame, the other half of who you are. And together
How fortunate. I think we're all looking for that.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I am.
Yes. Well, I wasn't looking for it.
Oh,
It
you
came to
weren't
me.
looking for it.
And that's the secret.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Not always, but when
That's
we least expect it,
Oh,
that
yeah.
comes to us. And they
Yeah.
told me that I would be joined by this woman and we would perform this mission. I said, oh, maybe we'll start a bookstore and sell nice books on the top. Oh, no, this is going to be far grander than a bookstore.
Wow.
It's going to be far grander than a commercial experience. You're going to be traveling the world and doing the work, a great mission for humanity. And I thought, well, that sounds really way out there. And but she was right. And I did meet this woman, and that's Moira.
And where did you meet?
We met, Moira was the president of the Theosophical Society in Oakland, California.
Mm-hmm.
And we, ever since day one in 1984 when we were met, we haven't been separated.
That's amazing.
I was a professor and guidance counselor in the University of the City of Manila. And when we were married, my guardian angel said, this wedding is being done in commemoration of a work that must be done for humanity.
Mm.
Wow. Wow. And so you got the same message from the same group?
She actually got a 𝚂𝚑𝚎 reading through her friend who was a Chinese lady. Just before she met me, she got a 𝚂𝚑𝚎 reading. And the reading was done with sticks, and it was the authentic ancient Chinese way. And they told her the number is never too late for the flower to bloom again. And so to her that meant that
I would meet somebody, and when we met, we just looked at each other, and I saw his blue eyes. So when I was a professor, I was in a room where we had people who wanted to be together.
she was the
members.
president of the 𝚃𝚑𝚎 Society, and she was
And
doing
professor.
the induction ceremony, and I had signed up to go there.
And when he came into the door, and he opened the door and said, "Good morning," and I saw his blue eyes, and I said, "Oh my God."
There he is. There he is.
I was president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and so when he came in, and he just stood up in front of me, and I said, and I didn't say anything, but my guardian angel said, "He's here now. You will be together forever."
That is so magical. That is beautiful.
And she had already been married, and her husband deceased, and she had 3 grown children, nearly my age, which are now my children. And this is my son. I'm only 1 year older than him. But that's her son, and he was also married and had children, and his wife also died, and his children went off to college, and so now he's joined us, and he's now our chef at our lodge, at 𝚑𝚎 Smoky Mountain Light Lodge.
Yes, I do the vegetarian cooking for the guests and serve them whatever they need, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wonderful.
And also arrange the beddings for the guests.
Super
So
nice.
that's my
Great. So you have a lodge and everything. I mean, well, first of all, my first question was you went, you're coming out of a normal society life, but you were looking for more meaning to life, looking for something larger that you felt inside, and through that quest, you came to the messages, and now you have founded something that houses that mission. And am I right so far?
Yes, what you said reminded me of 2 things that Jesus said, "Be ye in the world, but not of it." So we're not of it. It's not in the regular, and that's exactly what I felt when you said that. And the other one is, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all else will be added unto you."
Oh, man.
And so that's what we did, is we sought first the divine, the divinity, not the money, not the business, nothing else. We gave up everything, walked down in the forest with nothing on our back but a backpack, and just determined to find the truth of living. And if that meant no more money, no more cars, no more bank accounts, it didn't matter, because we had those, and those were meaningless without true meaning to life.
Oh my gosh, that's where I am right now in my life. But it takes a lot of trust to do that.